Speaking of Nuke, that's the map that we're going to be seeing next. This is GODSENT's map pick, so we can pretty much assume that Fnatic will be starting on the CT side. It's a map, again, that I mentioned on Inferno, that they've started to pick up more and more. They practice it a lot.
Seems like at this stage in professional Counter-Strike, you
have
to be able to play Nuke.
You have to know all
You have to
seven,
be
honestly.
competent, it feels like.
Because there's so many teams, like even just have the veto advantage of, for example, let's say you don't play Nuke and you play you're not good and you're not going to be able to, beat an Astralis on it. But for example, let's say that you're sufficient enough on it to, for example, play a Navi, right? So you kind of force them to use their veto on removing that, so you can use it on something else, potentially even their best map. We shouldn't be in that
having
case.
having a permaban is such a
sucks,
hindrance.
Man. Yeah,
it's brutal. To have to ban the same map every time, and the other team knows exactly what you're gonna ban every single time you play. It's that you're really you're limiting yourself a lot.
Yeah, and I mean now we've gone so far in CS that it really shouldn't happen. Like I said, I mean you can't be strong on all 7 maps. Honestly, it's impossible. Like you're not going to be really good on all 7 maps. But just the fact that I mentioned, there's teams that will not be playing those maps that you're weak on, and they also don't want to be playing that. So having the option of like being able to swing a veto for potentially removing their best map and stuff like that, that's how you win vetoes, man. That's how you do it. We're about to go live here. Fnatic on that CT side. Some buys are happening. It's just Flusha and Golden left to make a decision. Golden buys an armor, so we'll see Flusha with the kit and an HG. Maybe it's maybe he's the rotate from ramp this time. Spots him and throws the HG potentially. But we'll see what's in store with that. And one set of nades on the GODSENT side.
Crystal already smoking out this connector. Brolan, he's going to push right past it. Or does he? The flashbang is meant for this connector drop, but they kind of get delayed. They've gushed up JW, though. He's so low. And Brolan shooting through the smoke. He actually finds one.
That's a pretty important kill for Brolan to get, considering JW went down so fast. Some more action outside. Madden adds one more on top of it, and all the kills going the way of GODSENT. And they know now where Brolan is. 1 versus 4. Should be a T-side abyss round for GODSENT.
It surely should be. Brolan, though, he's going to press the issue, try to find some frags. I mean, he just, yeah, power in numbers, man. Stico, good responses, and a nicely timed ramp push there as GODSENT all kind of draw that under ladder presence. You saw that connector jump with that flashbang. It really put a lot of pressure towards JW and Brolan and really opened up that ramp area.
Good composure here from Madden too. When he's getting shot from all over the place, he doesn't freak out, and he's able to actually kill both of the people that were peeking him from heaven. So good composure from him. Big kills.
See what they have in mind here on the anti-eco. It's a full buy from Fnatic though. Scout on JW. He's over by the heaven area, and Golden is already underground. They're very fast on the rotates here though. We see if they want to fight outside they can. They have a lot of people there, but it looks like a mini split coming in. Brawling gets completely flashed here. He needs some help.
Ooh.
And he gets it. Flusha's there to help him out.
Oh dear, this is not great. 2 on 2. Real chance. Bomb is down. Plenty of time. But a Galil is picked up by Golden, and Farlig's going to dip. He'll have time for the plant and to reposition himself. But a 1 versus 2 with the MAC-10 is, you're not the happiest camper in the world.
Definitely not the happiest camper, but actually he's gained some space. I bet he wishes he closed that door. Maybe not. This MAC-10 and this long range, or medium range rather, it's going to be pretty difficult.
The hard part is the bomb's not really planted. It doesn't look like, I mean, maybe if he swings out wide enough to the left, it's within his line of sight, but certainly not on the right side. So he's kind of put himself in a tough spot to actually defend against this. He needs to get 1 kill before they actually get on the bomb. Oh, there's the spot. So much damage is dealt, and he's just going to go down. Smoke on the bomb as well. And there's the push in, and it's a pistol to finish things off. We're all tied up, 1 to 1.
Does he have it?
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Oh, super close.
Ever doubt my read of the bomb timer.
You know, I actually don't dislike the...
That was actually way closer than I thought it was.
Relax, Jason.
Yeah,
okay,
we've had some scary moments this podcast so far. I don't mind the round from GODSENT necessarily. What I do mind is that they don't base it off of what they bought. So they do a mini split and they have SMGs coming in and his long distance duels on the hot backside up in heaven and their SMGs. What do you think is gonna happen, right? They kind of get shut down there and they're not getting the kills fast enough. And rotations from Fnatic come in. Sure, you get the bomb down, but again, we mentioned the app pop on Inferno there as well. It's not a bad round, but you know, you have to find the timing on when to actually use it. Same thing with that mini split.
And also Broland, man, he survived for way too long on top of Hut there, just barely having that headshot angle, but he also only had that MP9. He gets away with like 1.5 kills in that position.
Well, that's because the SMG's in mini. If you have a kill, even a Galil there, you kill him. But he's not going down. He gets headshot. SMGs do not a lot of damage, especially in that distance. They're trying to hit Inder here. We see the rotates again, though, from Fnatic. And GODSENT, they don't have the bomb site, so bomb went down there also. Get the 1 kill. I don't think that man is going to get a second one, but he does have a deagle, so you never know. Never say never. Another solid round from Fnatic. And it was a buy round from GODSENT to try to buy back. Just got the 1 kill, so now we're looking at a pretty much of a complete save. Gold should be get the bomb down. There's some funky stuff you can do with this. It's pretty hard. I mean, usually now, like, people are pretty much aware. You run outside, you have one guy in hot, or even by Squeaky, he drops down, gets the bomb, runs out hot, gets the bomb. You have 1-3 outside, 2 ramp. Same thing, same idea. But it's all about just trying to get the bomb down. Kill
just trying to be as slimy as you can.
Yeah, as you always, on these rounds, you always give it to the slimiest person on the team.
Mm-hmm.
There's always one of them, you know.
There is. There's always that one guy who you just know is super slimy. You're like, all right, here, you take the bomb. You can do something with this.
For us, it's Freiburg, but he's not very slimy because he doesn't get the bomb down a lot for us.
Someone needs to step up and be slimier.
Yeah. You give it to GetRight, maybe. That was a better idea. Yeah, so they're pretty much aware of it, you know? Like, it's the odds, especially on official games, isn't quite there. Whoa, 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 whoa. I haven't said anything, all right? I've been nothing but nice. There's no shit. It's 81%, so we're good, actually.
I don't know. It's pretty high. It's a B- 50.
Just wait for the North American side.
Well, it's the 2 best teams, so maybe, you know.
And they've been playing great.
Yeah, both of them playing good.
That's going to be exciting.
And they both love playing online.
Yeah, it's where they thrive.
Yeah.
All of us here in North America.
What did Tarek say? Bring on the games.
Yeah.
When you're winning, you
He's
got
ready.
no problems.
Ain't nobody on EG getting tired out now.
He's like, fuck it. Bring on the online series. Flusha putting a lot of pressure. He takes some damage for it, but ooh, this lurk outdoor actually catches Crims. That's a good pick. Broland, he's going to go for more. He's going to try to force this trade.
This timing is so good.
It's only Madden watching it. He's so low. Yeah, that timing.
That's so good. Even the nade follow-up deals a pretty decent chunk out of Zen. Half HP. A 3-on-3, and Golden's already downstairs. It's a race between him and Farlig to get the first control of this location. Oh, missed opportunity.
But this JW playing, oh, he definitely had a chance. That's the bomb as well.
They go back, don't they? They're not coming down anymore. Not with Golden over in control side, and Brolin is lured down here as well. So they're both committed, and GODSENT is going to find the escape route. No chance of getting back up the vent now, and Fnatic is just out-positioned. They'll have to go through mini. Did you have the kit? They have plenty of utility, 2 smokes, a Molotov, and a flashbang.
But that flashbang is the vent player. This Molotov's going to buy Brolin some time to try to get out. Ooh, he does take out the Molotov. That was the chance. That was definitely the opening for Broland.
Yeah.
But Zen, good response for him. Golden at this point.
Ninja.
With no kit.
Doesn't have a kit, so it'd be...
That'd be quite a ninja.
Yeah.
I did notice the kit situation.
Look, I'm sure it's happened, but...
Oh! Dang.
Listen, let's bring the ninjas back. Let's add some more radius to the bomb explosion. So
I agree with
you
that.
can actually get punished.
I agree
you know,
with
you
that.
can't
Hell
stand on bomb side. What
That's
the?
ridiculous.
Same with Inferno. Like, it's everywhere now. Like,
Yeah.
why
or Dust too, when people can survive in closet.
Yeah,
there
so
has to be a
dumb.
cost. If you want to save, you know, there has to be a cost from that. You keep the guy with 100 HP and he runs away, you know, back in the good old days.
Yeah.
Don't lose 20 HP from goddamn bomb.
Yeah, you lost everything.
So let's bring it back.
We're all old here. Remember when you had to look at the bomb to take less damage in 1.6? Everybody remember that?
I like that mechanic.
As you're running away,
I love
look at
that
the bomb,
mechanic.
take less damage.
Yeah.
I remember people doing that for years in CS:GO, just naturally, without it, like just because it was what you just did.
Yeah.
Bro, every time
Even though it had no effect.
every time I buy a deagle, I still shoot one shot and reload. It's way too ingrained into my
Because you're
soul.
like, okay, it's
'Cause
accurate.
I'm really old.
It's like, first of all, it's accurate. All right, gotta reload. Same thing when you quick switch. I actually think that's still a thing in CS:GO.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the reset of your
Yeah.
your recoil spread.
The first bullet accuracy.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking, but it's a weapon round. Not a lot of nades here, though. It's a lobby default from GODSENT. But based on even where they're looking, it's looking to be maybe a timed pop here for an inner push. And you would see then Crystal would be the lurk outside. We'll go into mini after the push happens. That's not the start you want. That's from ramp. That was supposed to be somewhat of a small fake to try and pull some rotates in, especially the Opera. But here we go. Fnatic, you're just very quick on this rotate, even with the molly down here. This is great kills though coming in. But makes it a 3-on-3. And Brolin in a good position here. Timing, I talked about it. And even on Inferno. I said mid-round aggression. Sure, this is just him coming up and defend the bomb site. But they're aware. And now it's all on Flusha and 1-on-2.
That was a good set piece here from GODSENT. You saw those two smokes meant to kind of bluff that secret control, potentially going down the long way. But and even the follow-up towards that ramp, it was supposed to really sell off that fake. And although Fnatic, they didn't bite on it, that contact outdoor, I mean, if you just get the kills catching Fnatic off guard a little bit, then that domino effect takes place, and GODSENT, that upper bomb site, it was theirs. No trades to be found for Fnatic.
At least here, they're a little bit smart. They're not going to have, I think, money-wise, money bonus, or money loss bonus, rather. They're going to have a bit of it. Just P250s across the board here. Nade on, flush up. But GODSENT have been struggling on these rounds, so I wouldn't really call it an easy or a free round by any means. This helps, though, a little bit with Golden going down. Now we should hopefully see another round on the board here from GODSENT. This should not be a winning round for Fnatic.
Do you get nervous when you
Was
start
I
saying that?
nervous?
Do you get,
Because I saw the other fight happening at the same time, and I'm like, oh god. That could have been a quick 3-on-2 turnaround. But they have it under control. We're all good. And it's a good buy here for Fnatic.
These CT sides on both maps have been, you know, on the scale of struggle to great, they've been closer to the struggle end of the spectrum.
That really
I
is the
think-
nature of the Counter-Strike meta right now.
I feel
All CT sides are just so tough, especially with it being online too.
they're just so
Yeah.
stressful. You're just like, please, can I have money once?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, we go back to talk about money so much, but I mean, it is very difficult to play CT nowadays. The player break will really help kind of maybe reinvent the meta a little bit on the CT side. We kind of see it already happening on Inferno. And we will see that on all the other maps as well. We've seen some changes on Dust 2, obviously, with the doors on B. It's a nice inner push again here from GODSENT. On timing, and they get the 2 kills on the bomb site. There's some nades here, though, from Fnatic, but because they're not really set up for the retake,
my
it's
lord.
not gonna work out.
I feel like Fnatic's defense at this point is like all the success is based off the flanks and like the, you know, people pushing up, you know, vents we've seen a couple times, the ramp flank coming in. It's not actually predicated on holding the bomb site itself, which they don't seem great at. But also at this point, GODSENT's handling those flanks just fine as well.
They are, and this time around, they did try to hold that site, but man, the flashbangs on GODSENT's side, they were bangers.
Yeah.
They were absolutely bangers, because each time 2 frags off the back of GODSENT players going into the site was the defenders, they were out of position. They were just so blind.
Well, and one thing they've had troubles with on this map now and on Inferno was the same thing where Brolan, he's playing these positions like Halls/Pit on Inferno or upper dedicated on Nuke, and he's dying before the rotators get there. He's taking wide swings, he's taking fights he shouldn't be taking, and he dies in that site there when at the same time as his rotator gets a kill. So if he just stays alive in the site, hiding at the silos, and forces them to scale up into him, it gives his rotators time to help. But by wide swinging and dying too early, it puts his team in a 2 versus 3, and now they have no chance of retaking that site.
It actually looks a little
And
bit.
the same thing was happening on
GODSENT.
Inferno.
Yeah, it looks a bit, that round that one that we just saw actually, it looks a little bit like the Complexity inner execute. And one of the things that Complexity does so well on that execute is knowing that Fnatic doesn't have nades, they can't really cover off the molly on the bomb site. So you kind of remove that silo. I call it the anchor position. It's the most important position on that bomb site. And Complexity does a really good job in choking you out of there. Oh, JW can't miss that shot. This is going to be difficult. Oh, you got blocked at the same time. Oh, dear.
He was going for the knife as he lost his mind.
The timing there.
Oh, that was the bomb
Oh.
as well.
Oh.
That could have actually been a reversal of fortunes. 6-3 in the favor of GODSENT. Really cranking up the speed on this T side.
I said it. Fnatic needed to win Inferno. Might still be a close series, but this is a great start from GODSENT. 6 rounds on that T side already. Turning into round number 10. Still another buy from Fnatic though. JW had an op the previous round. Fluffed the shot. Went down in vents. We'll see if he'll have better success this round. I love this from Fnatic. We see an aggressive setup here from JW in the T-Red here. He misses that one as well.
Oh my lord.
Oh god, okay.
Oh.
Oh, it's just so much chaos. Misses that shot. Goes down though. Golden's trying to help him out, but he also, oh my god, what's, okay, I don't know what's going on anymore.
A lot of responses all over the map, and Zen, this positioning, this might catch Crims off guard. He seems aware, but there's so many targets he has to look at outside, under ladder, big garage. He's paranoid at this point. He wants help, but everyone on Fnatic, they're all trying to hold some map control. Oh, he's getting spammed.
What?
Dude. Oh, Crims
Back?
somehow gets sniffed out there. That's crazy. GODSENT. They just spammed him out.
Oh, I'm assuming they just cleared it and maybe heard it tag him the first couple shots. But I don't think he made a noise or anything
I think
in that
something
position.
maybe his kit like glitched through the wall or something. Something had to have, because they were so sure he was there. Something must have happened, like you said, whether they heard the spam or something happened where, or maybe when they shot him, blood came through the wall, like they saw it when those first 2 bullets went through.
Oh no. That looked like it should have been a surefire win for Brolin.
This Molotov.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Flush is going to rotate around, but it's 2 AWPs on Fnatic, and they might want to just save these weapons.
It's another good setup from Fnatic. I said it was chaotic, and it's such a shame as well. JW has that aggressive setup. He missed the first shot, and he kind of panics, and he starts running away. We obviously see the drop on Silo. That's where Golden is supposed to have the trade. He's supposed to be watching that, so when JW is not even supposed to have to fall back in that case, it's supposed to be a bait scenario, right? Where, you know, oh, he's T-Red, oh, let's kill him. That's where Golden comes in and counts against the kill. And then you also see they had the rotates, kind of a vitality setup of Crims was coming to help as well. But because JW kind of just gives up and he says, hey, actually, I'm just out. Goes in mini drops on vents, and you kind of have to re-aggress at that point then. But it doesn't really happen from the Fnatic side. Golden is still fighting, Crims is still coming over there as well. And then JW have just basically just run away. So ideas there initially, but you can definitely see the dysfunction a little bit in Fnatic setup here. And this is not something you're really used to seeing. They do like their aggressive plays and stuff like that, but just the whole thing of JW running away and stuff, I mean, it's pretty unorthodox. Here we see it. Yeah, we don't know why they spotted him. Maybe it's a read. We don't know. Maybe he just wide swinged that first and shot a few bullets and heard the wall bang, and then they were just
plus
aware.
I think his teammate spammed and the blood on the back of the wall.
Yeah,
Zen.
there was something.
Yeah.
Ooh, get that kill. Get that kill, Crims. That's some fine deagle work.
That's a punch your desk moment right there.
That looked like my deagle.
So perfect.
You should have reloaded after the first bullet then.
Yeah, that was the problem. If he had done it. Well, deja vu. JW and Flush is saving AWPs.
Definitely deja vu. Neither of these AWPs have been able to find openings, and it is a little bit worrisome, especially if JW is abandoning ship in a lot of these duels, as Robin pointed out. In the last round. Stiko, he's on the hunt. Even he's like, what the? You gotta hit those flush out. Come on, baby. At least JW gets away with saving that AWP. And take a look at Fnatic's money. They're back in it. This is definitely the round for them to swing to the favor. Back into their side.
And even last round when they had the weapon round, they went for openings. They're active right on the map. It's just that, you know, with JW 2 rounds in a row with the AWP, misses 2 shots. The second one was a little bit more difficult. But they're definitely still trying, and we'll see here what the reply is again. He's moving towards Mini. But it's another aggressive setup. I like this again from Fnatic. Why not? You know that GODSENT's been taking this pretty late. And last round, it was just a whiff of an AWP. And we see here the reply from GODSENT. It's actually the best call they could have made, actually. Especially here with Madden getting the kill on JW. This is all on Brawlon again. He gets 2. And Golden's here to kind of help him out. But 2-on-2 situation now. And a quick flank from Crims.
They need to win this. Fnatic.
Oh, they're both there.
Oh, this could be perfect for Flusha. Right into his crosshair. And Zen also walking right into Crims. Just perfect. Nice and easy. Get yourself back on the board, dust yourself off. Time to go on a streak.
But it's what David was saying as well. I mean, Brawlon gets the 2 kills, but basically Fnatic are surviving here because the quick rotates and kind of the flank play. And now GODSENT not expecting both of them being on the flank. But it's a round nonetheless, and I like that from Fnatic. It was an aggressive round outside. It's just showcasing as well to GODSENT, hey, we're taking up space here. Time for you guys to kind of get a read on that.
And also, thankfully, Golden was there to kind of back up Brawlon. It was a little late, but at least he also got a kill off the back of it, making it an actual trade and equalizing a 2 versus 2 here. Yeah,
and GODSENT has done a good job of mixing up the pace, where sometimes they go really quick outside and they're getting straight down secret right away. Sometimes, like you were saying, they take it slow and they sort of take it delayed. And then they're also just going out upper with these with different utility sets every time. They've been splitting ramp. Like they have their T side, like we were talking about, Robin. Like this team is really good on this map. They're playing a very dynamic T side here, and it's making it really hard for Fnatic to respond from a round to round basis.
Yeah, and even here, right? We call it, a timeout is called. We'll see from who it's from. It might be from GODSENT. You're talking a little bit what you want to do, right? You have a few options here depending on the setup that we kind of just saw from Fnatic. You can, as Davey mentioned, you can take outside faster. You can kind of take the fight to them as well. You can also do a quick round here and dropping vents if you want. You haven't done that so far this half. You've been using it in the bomb stuff, but not like super fast. So we see from Fnatic's end as well, not a lot of nades are being thrown here early. So even for future rounds, let's keep that in mind. We might see some more vent drops eventually. But it's another lobby default with a slow round. Actually, it's Crystal making his way a little bit faster this time around from the outside, but it's the same play, the mini split essentially. It's going to be a little bit of a lurk. And then we see it's actually very identical to the complexity execute actually with the Molotovs and stuff.
Oh my
really
Lord.
Burns you down, chokes you out of the bomb site.
Fnatic had no chance in this round. They had nothing to respond with.
It's again another good read from GODSENT, right? It depends on who from Fnatic are throwing these smokes towards the Squeaky room. If you get the second smoke by Squeaky, that's when the execute comes in from GODSENT. They kind of make the read of, well, the second smoke is gone now, so they can't smoke off bomb site and they can't smoke off hot when we throw our mollies, and that's what happens to you. Again, we talk about just choking them out of the bomb site. They can't stand in that anchor position back silo. They're forced away from that. You can't stand in hot or on top of that because there's double molly there too, so you're forced away from that. Your only way of really standing in is CT vents, taking a flashbang and taking the fight for you, or the retake setup as well. We have a lot of people up in heaven. The flashbang comes in, you kind of retake it after. But currently right now, if you're Fnatic, the worry here is that you cannot stay on the bomb sites. Even if you want to still play there, you have to go in hot. You have to play a little bit more aggressive because the mollies will rain in. And because you're wasting the smokes on the Squeaky side here, you're not going to be able to hold it. And that's also the counter here as well. We talk about the reads of the game. If Fnatic stops smoking off Squeaky here, same thing here, right, for GODSENT. There you drop in vents. Now you're creating chaos in that sense. So definitely GODSENT in the driving seat here. Fnatic having to reply again and again to just their T side. I was going to say just overall, just a good read on the T side with, like David mentioned, just being very proactive and very active across the map with slow rounds, fast rounds. Here again, another fast round here outside. Changing the pace.
Well, let's see if Fnatic can do anything about this one. Not nearly as much damage as he would have liked from the entire magazine, but at least going to start pulling players downstairs. There's going to be a lurk, and ooh, Flusha didn't have that timing. I don't know what's that. Okay. Well, abort whatever plan A was for Flusha. You're on plan F already.
Plan F, and with an AWP as well. He actually finds that opening. And now, oh, so many angles to look at. He's just out in the open. He
was dead like 4 different ways. Now JW in position has that first kill. Somehow it might have just worked. Molotov goes out towards the door. Smoke to create some space for himself to work with. Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, he gets taken out, and Madden, Zen.
It's like he wasn't ready for that peek.
They're sticking together. Probably wasn't. That was close. Crims trying to attempt to come for this retake, but Madden and Zen, whoa, they have double ups.
Oh yeah, they do.
They dropped both their rifles.
They're ready for this.
This is interesting.
Style points. Crims has smoke flash. He does have a kit as well. I don't know how he thinks he's going to make it into the bomb site, but the windows are already broken, so he might test his luck. Halfway through the bomb now. He slides in, and Zen's got him from behind. 10-4 in the favor of GODSENT.
They walk out of the site. Yeah, I mean, I think that Zen picks it up right because he has 10 HP on the bomb side or like all in the back.
Oh, I meant for Fnatic, the double up setups that they've had in these last few rounds. They've saved it in multiple rounds, but it hasn't been. They haven't been finding the type of duels that you would want when you go for a double up setup on your CT side. They're in these funky retake scenarios, and they can't do anything with double ops. It's not really paying off. Flusha this time around, it's only in his hands. Again, an aggressive setup coming out for Fnatic, and that's the duel JW wants. He even goes for more on top of the T-Red. Golden, he hasn't been spotted out yet, and he's going to even go investigate. And he gets punished for it.
Brollan's here as well, though, by mini area. But GODSENT has slowed down the pace. It's another aggressive yard setup from Fnatic. Nice push from Flusha as well. You can expect or know that GODSENT is outside. Maybe timing wasn't quite there, but oh wow. Makes it a one-on-one now. And you know where Flusha has been, and obviously you know where Stiku is currently. But there's still a lot of time on the clock here, so...
He's going to fake this. Ooh, no, he's going to go right for it. So just sticking the plant, no one coming up the vent. Bomb goes down, Flusha's above, and easy pickings. All right, 5th round for Fnatic. They at least clawed enough. This is just the first half that we just saw in Inferno, except different teams leading, but same scoreline. And that's about as good as a recovery you could hope for Fnatic. So we'll see what they can do on the attacking side right after the break. Stay tuned. I know I am. I'm a phenomenal colleague.
With half 2, map 2. Between Fnatic, GODSENT. It was a great T side from GODSENT here. Swapping over now to the CT side. I actually have them to win this map. They're actually a really good Nuke team. They pick it a lot. And Fnatic, sure, they play it. But
not very well.
No, it used to be their perma veto. You know, trying to get into it. I respect the fact that they are at least...
Listen, they're a T-side team.
Trying to get better at it.
Watch this shit. This is going to be wild.
A believer.
This is going to be wild. They're going to come back and they're going to take this map. Don't you worry.
I like this double Molotov. This is definitely going to be an inner hit. Looks like a hot pop flash coming out.
Molotovs hit absolutely nobody. GODSENT positioned elsewhere. Oh, nice double kill. Trades are starting to come in. Zen cannot find that kill to save his life. He's got it. There's the knife. All right. I said there was going to be one. That's it. No more knifing. No more knifing.
I knew it was going to come out at least once in this series. Oh! Flusha.
Oh my god. There it is. Oh.
I didn't shit talk there. I mean, I might as well. That was insane. I was just gonna say as well, when we talk about the positioning, one of the things I mentioned on the Fnatic, the CT side defense is with the mollies going hot and the molly goes behind by the silo there, you can't really stand there. And GODSENT actually makes a good play of they're going aggressive. They're one T vents or one CT vents. That's not where the nades tend to go in. Maybe a flashbang, but they whiff a lot of shots. And then we see the knife, and then obviously the 1v3.
The AK.
Maybe squeal like a pig. It's a pistol win for GODSENT. and a buy round. Didn't get the bomb down as well, so this is not very common for the T side. You get the bomb down, you buy AKs and stuff. You don't get the bomb down, you save for next. But this is a buy from Fnatic. Pistol buy, armor, 1 drop of AK.
Farlig tagged the AK and then ripped off the next person's head. That's good work with the scout. Nade comes out. Ooh, bounces just off the corner of the wall. That AK still hasn't done anything, and it's actually been taken down by a shotgun from behind. So nice quick round, and that full investment, he gets absolutely nothing done. 12-5, GODSENT's rich, Fnatic's poor.
And they kind of got baited into that, right? Because Golden, he got that knife kill. He's got 4.1k. He's like, I'm living large right now, guys. I'm so rich.
Yeah.
So he definitely, he wanted to be the hero that Fnatic needed in this moment. Definitely not to be. And what a huge upgrade for Madden. Coming into this round with the pump shotty. Now he's got an AK in his hands.
Now he's cruising.
He's cruising. In his 6-4. No.
Ooh, that's a... Oh, that
No,
went...
they run past it.
They went...
That molly, though.
I thought that nade was going to just destroy all of them. Either way, they're nice and softened up for everyone else to clean up. Good push from Stico. And there's JW to fall next. 13-5 for GODSENT. Weapons coming out in the next round for Fnatic. But it might be too far gone.
It's really not looking good for Fnatic. I mean, this is not their first gun round, so maybe Fnatic has a really good T side on this map. You know, it's possible. But GODSENT has looked really, really strong for this whole map. They've looked like they are just the better team on this map, and it's going to be really hard for Fnatic to actually find a way to win 11 rounds on this T side.
A lot of flashbangs coming early. That's just a bait. It's supposed to be a good setup here for potentially a mini split, or at least early aggression for outside. I was gonna say we have Fnatic GODSENT playing. Obviously, GODSENT, Devilwalk being the coach, he's Swedish. I was maybe thinking Slope would be streaming, and he's not. I might do a Swedish cast round here.
Okay.
Maybe not this round. We'll do maybe next, maybe match point or something.
Okay.
You know, we'll throw in some different language in here.
Christine can do a Korean casting round.
Stream.
Davey can do a Canadian casting round.
Canadian. That's going to be great.
Oh, well, he's up on top of Mini A, and now they're going to be working their way down into Secret here. But Madden is down here with the M4, and he looks like he's going to be watching. Into the vents he goes, and Golden is going to be doing his best to come around the corner. Well, it's going to be a nice shot, eh? But oh, he's backing his way. Oh, and Madden with a huge shot onto Brolan. And can JW pick up the trade? Oh, he does. He's got his back turned. You got to be paying attention to that, bud.
Yep.
And now, Scrims. I think that's enough.
That was
it's great.
solid.
That's
That was
enough.
solid.
That's enough.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I like the way that Canadians actually do have an accent they
Yeah.
can just transition into.
Yeah, he was so
You
funny
guys
the
have
way
been
he did that.
sandbagging all of us this whole time.
I was expecting him to like pull in some French, but that was great.
French would be rough.
Yeah, I would have been impressed.
It's been a while.
Even
I'll
It's been a
honest.
while.
even France thinks French Canadian is rough.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, another round from GODSENT, 14-5. I don't know, Jason. You said maybe they're a T-sided team. They usually are, but maybe not a Nuke.
If they had won the pistol round, are you all right? I'm going to maintain that. I think there was a real break of the timeline. We switched to a different realm after Stico wins that 1 versus 3.
Okay, we have another buy round here, and it's looking real rough for Fnatic. 5 rounds, you're wasting all your money here. You got the bomb down, and it's a good buy at that. But they haven't really had much success so far, and money on GODSENT side as well is looking pretty good. We'll see what they're doing here. Again, causing a lot of noise here early for Fnatic. We blow up the door, we shoot a lot. Try and have GODSENT spend some extra nades if we can. It's the same also setup. We kind of throw the same nades, try to nade the HG up the door. We throw 1 or 2 flashbangs up by the windows. And that's always for the read to potentially always having the CTs not know if you're done in vents or not. And you do that every single round. So when you do go down vents, they might not be aware. But JW had a good spot there. He was up by T vents. just peeking, but now he's actually made it down lower. This is a good start here from Fnatic.
Ooh, a second knife.
Oh, it's going to happen. Yep. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Madden. You didn't deserve that, but it's all right. How do they get themselves in so many positions
Every
to get
time,
knife? I don't
man.
even understand it. How are they the
so
only
wild.
team that can find it?
Dude,
It's
it's
so
just
wild.
Fnatic things, man.
Oh, wait.
That's Fnatic
Okay,
things.
go
That
there.
right there is Fnatic things.
Oh, man. Fnatic making this round look like they are not down 5-14, but fully in the driver's seat. Right now, Farlig, he's actually got the good angle. He starts off one. Oh, that's only a body shot, or a leg shot, rather. And he goes down. Crystal actually does go away with the kill, but he's just going to be saving. He's bailing out.
Yeah, no need to risk it. Not for that biscuit. He's getting flanked though, so sucks for him. Long road back for Fnatic. 8 rounds behind, and GODSENT only need 2 to take us on to map number 3, which would be Dust 2. That'd be fun, I think.
Yeah, I also think that's a good map for both the teams. With Inferno not being the third, it being the second, I don't mind a Dust 2 here. Which we really like how Fnatic plays Dust 2, always have.
I hate Dust 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those maps where, you know, when we talk about Fnatic playstyle, you know, it's just perfect for them. It used to be the same for Inferno. Oh, the nades are coming in, but some people are moving.
All
This
of
is
Fnatic is
Fnatic.
lagged
They
out.
are. We do know that they are in their studio. They are boot camping, and they all seem to have lagged out.
No damage has been done.
Let's all calm down.
It's all good.
We're all good. We're gonna get the match medic right away, and now we're just gonna be waiting for Fnatic to potentially, hopefully, reconnect. We'll see what kind of issues they had. But if all 5 members could drop,
I mean, plenty
They
of
seem to be
issues.
back.
Plenty of issues at the scoreline.
I will say though, here's the thing, and this is because it just hit 12 in some countries. We had this problem a lot past that some internet providers at midnight resets and changes their IP.
Huh.
And internet goes down. That's a setting. You can also, I think, turn it off on the modem. Or call your internet provider. That is something that we could have seen happen, but I think we actually do have them back. So maybe it was just a quick little
Glitch in the Matrix.
potentially. But they're back already.
Thank God that happened before any damage was taken. That would have been a nightmare.
Could have been weird.
Could have been really weird.
Oh, there's a GODSENT drop.
Uh-oh.
Can you explain that one, Robin?
Yeah, I can. Who was it? Are they also in the Fnatic studio? The controversy.
Maybe one of the players took advantage and went for a potty break. And
It
then
was
Fnatic
Zen,
came back
right?
too
So
fast.
he's finished. So
Finished.
Robin, what do you think must have happened?
Well, it is past midnight, so he might have just passed out for being too drunk. Obviously. Professional game here, guys. Let's
Interesting.
quiet down. I'm chilling. It is Friday after all, but hey, never say never.
Yeah. Well, from everything I've learned about Finland, that's you know, not too
You know,
far out of the realm of possibility.
No, I feel like Finland is very identical to Russia in the sense of when the kids grow up, they drink vodka. Like proper men.
Vodka's so gross. 14
When
to
the
6.
kids grow up and hit 14 years old, that's when they start their drinking of vodka.
Get it early. 14 to 6 as we get everyone back in. Here we go. AK's back in hand, so no big deal. No big deal. Just a slight pause in the action. Somebody got a potty break. We're all good. Utility out for Fnatic. Flush is going to jump onto the silo. And looking like this will be quicker. Knife out. Oh, what a beast.
Oh,
So
he gets
fast.
headshotted though. Oh, God. That's a nice little 180 though from Sen. Even getting the dink is some damage. Doesn't go down for free at least. But JW there with a kill on Crystal 2. 5-on-3. And they're losing map control. And they're losing it fast. You really need to do something here for GODSENT. You're all 3 stuck on... Well, you're 2 on the site. 1 outside, but...
Flush finding the opening, then just kind of pausing because he's low. Gets even another kill on the lurk. JW's also lurking in lobby. He's definitely not going to let GODSENT save.
Oh, this sucks for Madden. Push forward, and JW's got that as well. 7th round on the board for Fnatic, and the money is starting to disappear for GODSENT. So they might have to save around, maybe drop down to a very small buy if you'd like, but they've got no rifles.
That knife attempt really livened up, well, not attempt, success rather.
The second one.
The second one has kind of catapulted Fnatic back into this game.
Yeah.
Because this is so fast from Flusha, man. I mean, Zen, sure, he dinks him, but he's just like, what the hell? Why are you here so fast, man?
Yeah, he did not expect that. Didn't hear those footsteps on the roof. Flusha, the worst kind of Santa Claus.
And this time around, GODSENT, they're broke. Madden, he's got a P250. And we've seen crazier things. But, I don't know. Fnatic, they're... Oh, no. It's happened again.
Oh, dear. It's not an IP switch. It's not an IP switch. It's an overall issue.
Still 0 damage. Everyone's fine.
That's an awkward place to freeze as well. I wonder
when this guy peeks out heaven, look at he's just gonna... Oh, he must have noticed. This guy peeks out heaven, they're both just standing there frozen outside.
Yeah, I wonder if he knew initially he was just like, oh god, 2 outside.
Although Zen is gone again too. So maybe this is like a Northern European internet thing right now. A Scandinavia problem.
Yeah, something's going on.
Huh.
Well then.
Everybody's back. We're all safe.
Yeah, for now. I guess maybe you get like what 2 minutes at a time, and then it's gonna freeze again. So let's hustle. Let's get this round underway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see. I had something there.
You know,
I had a question for.
I have a question for Robin. No, I have a question for Robin because obviously you've lived in Sweden.
Robin's AFK.
Perfect.
Yep.
Never mind.
Okay.
I've got nothing.
All right. Christine, you got anything?
I got nothing.
Great. Well, happy to be here. Round's live again. There we go. 14-7.
Thank God.
I'm gonna start coming up with something. I can't find.
I'll get out my notepad and I'll get podcast topics specifically for this moment. And whenever that happens, I can just bring something up.
We could play Hangman or something next time.
How could we do? Well, you guys could.
Why does it always happen? I step away for a second and then he's not here. You said that you got thrown under the bus, Jason. Don't worry about it. We're on the same page.
Yeah, Davey had a question for you.
I did. I was asking you a question and you weren't there. I don't know what. I'm sorry.
We got AKs versus pistols. We got time.
Okay, sorry. It's not really that important. It was more of a Phil question, but it's fine. So my experience in Sweden was that the internet was pretty shit, and people always talk about how awesome the internet is there. And since Fnatic's having all these internet problems, and where I was in Sweden when I was staying there for some months, the internet was shit too. It's like, what is that like normal? Because you've been in Sweden, you've been in the U.S., and the U.S. is known for having bad internet infrastructure, but I've always had better internet in the U.S. than I got when I was in Sweden.
Were you at like an Airbnb?
Is this just a me experience?
Or were you at a hotel?
I wasn't at an Airbnb or a hotel. I was at an apartment with my girlfriend at the time.
Okay. Well, I will say, I think Sweden was definitely ahead of its time when it comes to internet. Like we got, the gigabit line. We got regular, even broadband and stuff very early before anyone else. You're not used to hearing a lot of internet problems in Sweden, so I'm surprised that you had that. But obviously, we still have bad service providers as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, having lived in both, I will say, Swedish internet is so much better than American internet, and it's not only about like just in terms of download speeds, but it's also in terms of like routing issues, right? Like we see in Sweden, obviously, it's very different. Depending on the region, but in Europe or in Sweden in general, you tend to play with 20 ping. Even if I'm playing against Germans, we play on an Amsterdam server then, maybe 30 ping. Whereas for here in North America, you always play on central server. routing seems to be an issue a lot of the time. It's depending on what's currently going on. It's a big country, obviously.
Yeah.
But I've had, but then again, I've also haven't had a lot of problems with my internet here. But I've had fiber most of my time, so maybe that's why.
I have fiber right now. It's nice.
Fiber's
Can't
good.
complain about that.
Oh, smoke's out.
Now, I will say, back in the day, even when we have good internet, we obviously had a lot of problems with online play. And you can't really get away from that.
Oh dear.
This is falling apart.
Look at J-Dubs as well. He's already downstairs in the control window.
Crims opened up with 2 kills, and he gets taken out, but this should be a trade, and Broland does get that. Oh, a nice lobby crunch. The timing right now. All of a sudden, JW, that's a blessing. The bomb, it does get down right in front of his feet, so at least he can have something to work with. And I don't think GODSENT actually quite know that he was down lower.
No, they had no idea. He's going to get that down as quick as humanly possible and try and disappear into the door. Oh, he stays out. Oh, he's got no idea. Oh, dear. 15-8. GODSENT have 7 opportunities to close out the map and bring us to Dust 2.
Jason, haven't you learned don't talking?
Hey, that one.
Say, oh, this round's falling apart. Look what's, and then all of a sudden, GODSENT just kills all of Fnatic in half a second.
That was part of it. Said the round fell apart. That was not me.
Oh, I thought it was you.
You teed it up though.
Oh, okay. I see how this is going. Wow.
Yeah, Jason's just being. Yeah. It's rough out there for Jason today. But it comes to show as well, even early, that we see here for GODSENT, yeah, they lose the man advantage, but they're really good on the rotates, they're really good on the comps, and kind of already aware of where their teammates are at. So even though it looks chaotic, it looks like it's all falling apart. Rotations are there, and the trades are there, and it's not a good hold from GODSENT. And it is looking like, and here we just see Crystal buying an SMG and just running into lobby. This is looking to be like we're going to a third map. Even if this round's a bust, I don't think that I'm going to be jinxing that. As I mentioned, I actually think for Fnatic, and we saw that here as well, you know, it was looking pretty dark for them on Inferno. They needed to win that. I did have GODSENT as favorites here on Nuke. They're a really good Nuke team. It's going to be really exciting, though, to see Dust 2, where both of these teams stand.
And also just in the map win percentage, it's clear as day. 68% for GODSENT, whereas it's only 38% for Fnatic on the win rate. So certainly heavily in GODSENT's favor. And we'll see if Robin has jinxed it or not. Flusha is down under heaven here. And he is actually a bit far away from Crims, who has the bomb. Flusha really wants a duel here.
I mean, they'll take anything at this point.
Yeah.
They'll take it all. Crims going to try and come in through mini. They'll try and pinch the upper bomb site. One on the roof, though. So, I mean, even if they take this site, it's gonna occupy a lot of their time. And as long as GODSENT just throw bodies at the problem, even if they are to lose some, even that's not a huge deal. There's only 14 seconds left on the clock.
Whoa.
Oh, and no one is looking at this. There's Zen coming in from the bomb site. Even he pulls a nade out. He's lucky to be alive. And like I said, even if you get the kills, that's quite nice, but there's just not enough time to handle everything and get the bomb planted. 16-8 in the favor of GODSENT. A nice dominant win on Nuke. That's going to take us to Dust 2, the third and final map in the series. So a good recovery after Inferno. Yeah. That was cool. Some knives coming out. 2 knife kills in that map.
One from Golden, one from JW. But yeah, I mean, that was a super dominant showing. And even on GODSENT, on that Inferno, what we saw in the beginning, they had some cool stuff there too. So it's going to be exciting to see what the Dust 2 brings. But we'll be seeing that after the break. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.